Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 11. The ton has no bone, something. Anyway, we're just going to get right onto the video. I'm pressed for time, so I just got to run through these couples really quick. First couple I want to talk is Jen and Rishi. So last week we all seen Jen return back to India, and she confronted Rishi about that picture that he sent Jen's friend Randy. And remember, I said last week I did not like how Randy is like trying to do that, trying to like dispose him and everything. Now Jen said on her Instagram like, people quit attacking Randy. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll listen. Okay, fine. But how that's, I know she's just protecting her friend, but there's just other ways she could do it, and I'll just leave that at that. So she continues to confront Rishi. Rishi's just like, I know what she was trying to do. I was just she was just playing games. I was just going to play a game right back to her. And Jen was like, you have all those other pictures on your social media. Why do you send that one and everything? Because that picture he sent is on his Instagram apparently. So, they go back and forth. He's just laughing and like brushing off like it's nothing. And Jen was just like, this is not something to like joke around about in any shape or way. So, they go back and forth about it. Later, we see Jen's friends, Randy and her other friend, they actually traveled to India. And I was actually kind of surprised to see them travel to India. They traveled to India to see Jen and everything, and they come for business. They were like, we're gonna confront Rishi about what he's been doing, why he sent that picture and this and that and everything. So they come, they had a little girl time, they talk about it, and then they're also talking how like Rishi doesn't want to tell his parents until 2 months later and stuff. And so they all meet at this little restaurant and, had the small little meet and greet. And then all of a sudden they get right down to business. And Randy asks Rishi, like, why did you send me a topless picture and everything? He was just like, it was on my social media. Why were you planning on to meet me? And why did you block me? She was like, it's more suspicious that you blocked me and everything. You could have just like not responded or something like that if you know I was Jen's friend and everything. And same thing, he was just playing it off like it was nothing and everything. And then they got into the conversation about like, why aren't you telling your parents until 2 months and stuff? And I think he's just going by what his astrologer said and everything. But Jen at this point had enough, so she gets up and walks away. Rishi goes after her, and she's just like over the whole situation. So, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm somewhat in the middle here. I understand Jen's frustration and like, but at the same time, like, he's still not cheating. He's really not cheating. They're just trying to nitpick, really, but he's really not cheating, at least as far as we know. But I don't know. It's a weird thing. I have not really seeing Jen and Rishi completely like that intimately in love, and it's sad, but oh well. The next couple I want to talk is Gabe and Isabel. So now we're running through. Now we have some roadblocks. Now we all know that sooner or later the happiness will have to get tested. So Gabe and Isabel. So last week we seen Gabe propose to Isabel, and she said yes and everything. Great, all daisies and roses. Now they had to go to the office and to see how can they get married in Colombia and stuff. And they went, and the lady that they talked to said that Gabe needs to have his passport, his birth certificate, and ID and all that. And he said, well, my passport and ID say male, but my birth certificate say female since he's trans. And the lady's like, I need your birth certificate. So, ugh. So now Gabe has to go back to America to get all that taken care of. Isabel is pissed. Isabel, this is the first time I've seen angry Isabel really since like that scene when they were in a restaurant with his friend Trey. And but she is more pissed at this moment. She was like, you should have gotten all your documents situated and everything. Now you gotta leave, and who knows when you're coming back. I can't do this long distance. Like, what the heck, and everything. Like Isabel felt like Gabe was not taking the marriage like seriously or anything. And dude, I think she, you know what, I'm actually with Isabel on that one. I do think like he was just like, well, but I didn't think his defense was, I never thought in a million years I would be moving to Colombia and everything. So like I didn't like press the issue really with about it at the time when they took all my documents. So, and then out of frustration, Isabel was just like, well, stay in the United States then. Like, like she was really mad. And well, and I don't blame her. She really loves Gabe, and I do think that he needs to take this a little bit more seriously. So he has to go back to America. He also has to tell his family that he is engaged now, and because he has not told his mom or his sister, and Isabel wants him to tell the mom and sister as soon as possible and everything. Isabel did say, I'm no longer mad at Gabe anymore. She's like, I love Gabe and I can't stay mad at him. And I thought that was sweet. So she drops him off at the airport. They had a little emotional goodbye, and we'll just see if Gabe takes care of his documents and comes back quick. So we hopefully he's not gone too long, just as much as this next person I'm about to talk about in the next couple. Next couple is Chris and Jamie. Chris and Jamie, they only had one scene in this episode. So last week Chris went back home to Alabama because she had to take care of some bank problems and get her narcolepsy medicine. This episode, she does a FaceTime call with Jamie, and apparently it was the first time they FaceTime in a month. Chris was supposed to be in Alabama for a couple weeks, but it's been now 3 months. Chris claims that she got sick and had to battle some health problems, so she had to delay the trip. Shocker there. Then she claims that, all of a sudden we out of money, so now I gotta get a job here and send it to Jamie, because Jamie doesn't want to work, ain't trying to work. Didn't see that coming. So they get on video chat. Jamie says that she might have COVID again. Now Chris is upset because like this is gonna be the second time she had COVID, and she almost died the first time. But Jamie isn't worried about that. She's just worried that she misses Chris because like, you're my wife, and like you're far away, and I just don't feel like I have a wife right now. And Chris was like, I'm working to send you money and stuff. Like you should get a job. And Jamie's like, I'm trying, and everything. So they just started arguing, and then that's when Jamie said, like, this is the first time I've seen you in a month. And Chris was like, I don't always have my phone with me. I don't always have my phone and stuff. Like, and then Jamie was just like, I don't think you love me anymore. Then Chris just gets up and walks away. So I should have seen that coming. I seen that coming because I knew that trip, when she had to return back home, that trip was going to be extended longer than a couple weeks. And 2 weeks turns into, I don't know why in the 90-day franchise, like 2 weeks turns into like 3-4 months for some of these people. They say, oh, I'm coming back in a week or two. And then it takes like months for them to come back. Like, really, come on now. Like, and once again, I feel bad for Jamie. I'm sorry. They're a cute couple, but I'm team Jamie. Like, she really loves Chris, and Chris is just like, and Chris is playing it smart. Like, she's trying to get money and stuff, but like, you have to be a little bit more prepared. If you're gonna move to another country, you gotta do your research. You gotta find places where you can get your medicines, If you have to travel far to get it, like, then so be it. But you have to do everything you can and find. There's always ways around it, even in different countries, even in third world countries. Now, I thought that Chris was working from home, but she wasn't. But I don't know what she's doing. If she was to get a work from home job and could travel the job to any kind of country, then that would work. So I don't know, but that's where they're at. They're not doing good. They're starting to fight now, and I feel like there'll be another. It's about to be another ghosting, in my opinion. So that was Jamie and Chris. Next couple is Debbie and Osama. So this episode, Debbie and Osama go to meet Osama's parents. And now this is where, like, I was kind of concerned on this scene because, like, as we all know, Debbie is 67, Osama's 24. They meet the parents. The parents are basically the same age as Debbie. So they go in. Debbie has a good spirit, good attitude. Osama translates what the parents are saying and stuff. And the parents surprisingly accepted Debbie. Like, I thought we were going to run into a Jenny and Submit situation with that one. But no, Osama's parents accept. We met Osama's mom and dad and Osama's sister. And she asked the dad, how old are you? And he said 68. And she was like, oh, that's a relief. I know it's 1 year, but I'm glad the father is older than me. So if the parents are, I know it's not much when you're technically still the same age and it's only a year, but when you're dating an older person that's old enough to be your mother and stuff, when you're dating that person, you have to look, okay, who's actually older? Is the mother older, or is, like, the girlfriend older? And in this case, the father is older than her, even if it's just 1 year. So that, for relationships like that, I have to look at it that way. Okay, well, I know she's older, but if my parents are older than her still, then that's kind of a relief. I don't know. That's just my take on it, and I know how Debbie feels and everything. Now, their concern is that Osama has not told the parents that Debbie is living there permanently, and now Debbie wants him to do that. But as of right now, like, they're doing okay. Like, Debbie is just like is just so giddy and everything, and she really loves Osama, and I think Osama actually loves her. Like, he's showing it, but it's not gonna all be daisies and roses. So yeah, so that was Debbie and Osama, and the last couple is Danielle and Johan. So Danielle and Johan. Okay, we all know that Danielle's ex is coming. And Johan is not happy about that. But in this episode, like, Danielle tried to break the negative energy because it's Johan's birthday. And Danielle, as we all know, Danielle does all these little spiritual, like, readings and traditions and stuff. And we saw in this episode, she started kicking a coconut. There was a coconut, and she started kicking it, and she said that's just to burn some bad energy or whatever. And Johan was like, what are you doing? She's like, kicking a coconut. He's like, oh, I want to try. And she was like, no, this ain't part of your religion. You don't believe in this stuff. And she's like, it may not, but I accept your religion. She was like, okay. So they started kicking this coconut around on the floor like it was soccer. And then they go on the balcony, and she just, like, throws it on the ground and breaks it. I mean, Danielle does, like, okay, I'm not knocking those, like, if that's what whoever practices that religion they do, cool. I personally never heard of it. I got to do some research because I personally never heard of this stuff. None of the stuff that Danielle be doing. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to offend, like, anything that she's doing, but the stuff that she be doing is just like, okay. But anyway, they do that. It's Johan's birthday, and Later, we seen Danielle and Johan, like they were supposed to have a picnic on the beach or something, a dinner on the beach or whatever. And Danielle actually planned a surprise party for Johan, and she invited his whole family to dinner. She went in and bought a big cake for him and everything, and she brought him in, surprise, and he was happy to see the family. He thanked God for another year, thanked his family for coming. But one of his family members said, "Are you forgetting somebody? Thank your wife." And he was just like, I thanked her already. After he said that, Danielle just walked away and got upset. And so he went after her. It's like, what's going on? She's like, you don't appreciate what I just did for you and everything. Well, you ruined my birthday the day before because you were talking about bringing your ex here and everything. But she's like, I'm trying, I'm here for you and everything. And so he's really like still not over that. And I get that, but it's your birthday, dude, and your wife just tried to do something to try to make up for it. Like, invited your whole family, got you a nice big cake and everything on the beach and everything, and you just gonna act ungrateful to your wife. Like, come on, dude. I've been Team Johan all season, but now Johan, now you about to get it from me. You about to get it now. Now, your wife just during your surprise party, not even talking about the ex and everything. That was yesterday. Now it's a new day. It's your birthday. This is all about you and everything. And you just gonna act ungrateful. Now you're thankful for your family, but you're not thankful for your wife that did that. You know, the first time this whole season that Danielle's actually did something for you without criticizing you, and you just gonna act like that. You gotta take your wins as they come. Take your wins as they come. So I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring, but bruh. So Danielle just leaves the party and she's upset. She's like, I've been in relationships like this and I just need to walk away. And that's where we left it. So yeah, guys, that was the end of the recap. We did not see Nicole and Mahood in this episode, thank God, because I needed a break from them. I needed a break from covering them and everything. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I need you guys to please watch these videos. It's been a year. I'm at my 1-year anniversary of doing these videos. You know, it's been a year since I started this channel. So guys, I just need y'all to keep on watching. I will be back tomorrow to do Love in Paradise. Love in Paradise kicks off today. Comes on tonight. It's not on Discovery Plus yet, but it'll probably be on Discovery Plus later. So we'll watch it then, but I'll watch it tonight and recap it tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow to do 90 Day Love in Paradise. And then Wednesday to do Catfish. And then after Thursday, possibly Married at First Sight. So I'll be more than likely doing videos all week this week. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a great day.